this movie in real life was thrown into Kingsman Training, who do you think would actually get the job?
Her.
That's what the other room said.
Yeah, for sure.
Are you confident in your abilities?
My abilities to what?
To get through Kingsman
To
Training.
get through Kingsman Training.
I think yes. I think Gazelle can totally do that.
You got no problem killing dogs.
That,
Be hired like that too.
Almost,
but that will
lost
make her
it.
You
fail.
slice that dog up.
That would
you
make her
slice that
fail.
dog. You kill that dog.
No, I
So
wouldn't. Because there is no. What's the
You might not
cause?
shoot him.
What am I defending if
You
I'm
would
doing that?
totally slice that dog up.
No,
Yeah,
no,
you
why?
would.
So I read that you came up with some ideas for your character during the rehearsal process. Can you share what you came up with that we see on screen?
Well, speech pattern. The clothes were pretty much a given from what Mark had drawn in the comic, but the color combinations and all that stuff. The costume and I got together and came up with some pretty interesting color combinations, and she was very open to making those things. Ariane's very smart like that, but basically trying to convince Matthew that it was okay for Valentine to speak the way he spoke.
It might sound silly, but is that difficult to do? Because obviously you don't speak with a lisp. So is that something you constantly have to remind yourself of?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it keeps you on your toes every day. I mean, you have to kind of figure out how you're going to say it, and some things trip things up, and what things kind of run together, and how often, there are those sounds between the S sound and the P sounds and the R sounds or whatever, and what, in the middle of a word, when you get words that have more than 1 or 5 syllables that have those things in them. It's fun. It's fun to do, and it keeps you focused.
Can you tell me a little bit about your legs in the movie, and maybe specifically what they look like on set?
I had leggings, green leggings.
Lime green.
Lime green. Yeah, it was really fun to watch.
Is there anything that they make you do physically while you're on set? Maybe just changing your walk or something so that when they put the legs in after, it looks right?
No, they didn't have to tell me that. I just had, I asked Ariane same thing, if I could have very high heel stilettos, very, very pointy, thin one, just to have that feeling of walking on small surface. But
Well, I remember the first day I was there, and you had to go upstairs and get those blankets.
Right.
And I was outside, and you were kind of running up the steps, and they go, no. Matthew says, no, hit like the 3rd step, so it looks like you have more spring.
Right.
So
But yeah.
She couldn't hit every step. It's like, bing, bing, bing. And I was like, damn.
Making it into hops.
I couldn't believe it.
Does your dancing skills help you with stuff like that?
It did, absolutely, yeah. To get up those stairs, yeah, it did. And to learn the fight movements, and all that.
How much of the dynamic between your characters comes from the comic? Because I just loved the villain and the second in command, because it was so different. There wasn't like a romantic quality to it, but he wasn't just bossing her around. It's like he respected her in a way, and knew that he needed her, which I really appreciated.
Him in the comic.
Yeah, well, the comic, it was a fat black guy with, blades who resented being called Gazelle. So this is totally different from that relationship, and it's more like I've been saying today, something like brains, balls. She's the guts of the organization. I'm just the brains.